former president and convicted felon Donald Trump believes that he had every right to interfere in the 2020 election.
Whoever heard you get indicted for interfering with a presidential election where you have every right to do it? You get indicted and your poll numbers go up. When people get indicted, your poll numbers go down.
I had every right to interfere with the presidential election.
Oh my God, he admitted.
Okay, and there it is. Now, of course, it's like, oh, can you believe it? I get indicted and my poll numbers go up. Normally, normally, when you get indicted, your poll numbers go down. But, I'm special. No, it's because you spent over 6 years, yes, probably longer, convincing your fans that any election outcome that doesn't involve you winning is illegitimate. Okay? This started way before the 2020 election, sowing distrust in our election systems. That's it. I mean, it's not like Republicans before Trump didn't believe in voter fraud. They did, even though, again, there was no evidence to suggest that there's voter fraud, widespread voter fraud. But nonetheless, they believed it before. But with Trump, they at least used to never really challenge elections. It's just be like, well, there's a little bit of fraud here. And what we need to do is we need to do voter ID. We need to do this stuff. Okay. Yeah, that was, of course, cynical ploy to try to steal, keep certain people from voting. Now it's went from voter suppression and measures to try to increase the levels of voter suppression among certain demographics. Let's keep it real. It's went from that to now, let's just lie about, voter fraud so we can try to steal an election. That's what Donald Trump and his followers are doing now, okay? Again, he's just like, maybe he's surprised that this lie has worked so well, that people actually believe him when he says, oh, yeah, no, I won the 2020 election, even though I also admitted that I didn't. Or maybe he's like losing his brain, his mind, and he can't keep track of all the lies, and maybe even believes the lies himself. I have no idea. I think, though, that there is a point that a person, a person gets to if they lie so much, they start believing their own lies. I do think that is a phenomenon. That is a thing that happens. Now, let's get back to the subject of this, right? Now, he's talking about the indictments. And last week, the special counsel, Jack Smith, had filed a superseding indictment in the election interference case. That's why he's talking to Levin about this. Now, basically, this is just an updated version of the allegations against Trump that Smith had filed before. But it's updated because the Supreme Court made a presidential immunity ruling. So that's massively in Donald Trump's favor. But it's still the same charges. The Supreme Court, though, did manage to take out some of Smith's best evidence, I would think. And that's mainly his attempts to get the DOJ, the Department of Justice Department, to assist Trump with overturning the election results. Okay? The new indictment no longer mentions co-conspirator 4, who was identified as Jeffrey Clark. Without that, the indictment now rests primarily on Trump's efforts to pressure state and local officials and to submit false slates of electors. So that would not be part of, Smith's calculus here is, well, that cannot be considered an official duty, right? And so he's pressuring state officials. I mean, there's no way, since, that's not part of the executive branch. So I get the reasoning there, right? Now, here's the thing. That's the real coup attempt, the fake electors, okay, that were planning on voting for Trump in the Electoral College, regardless of whether or not Trump actually had won those states, okay? And Trump is saying, of course, oh, hey, they let you do it. They let you do it. You get indicted and, for trying to steal an election. Don't worry, they let you do it. If you're a star, they let you do it. They let you grab them by the elector, okay? As Katie Fang put it on X. Trump is, quote, criming and then confessing to the criming. That's a Trump specialty. Indeed it is. So I want to show you another video here from the interview, which is also pretty unhinged. Not really damning, but still just I mean, bizarre.
Kamala, who they say has many deficiencies, but she's a nasty person. The way she treated Mike Pence was horrible. The way she treats people is horrible. But the way she treated Justice Kavanaugh during that hearing, in the history of Congress, nobody's been treated that way.
The way she treated Mike Pence, it was horrible. Horrible. Really. Now, he's, of course, referencing the time where she told Pence during a debate, "I'm speaking." Okay. Apparently, that's treating Mike Pence horrible. Horrible. Now, the irony is this is coming from a man who once said that Mike deserved it when the Capitol rioters were chanting, "Hang Mike Pence." Yeah. They weren't saying "hang my pants," okay? No. According to former Trump aide Cassidy Hutchinson, quote, "I remember Pat Scipione, the White House counsel, saying something to the effect of, 'Mark, we need to do something more.' They're literally calling for the vice president to be effing hung." Marker responded something to the effect of, "You heard him, Pat. He thinks Mike deserves it. He doesn't think they're doing anything wrong," meaning the rioters who at that point had broken into the Capitol. No, they didn't do anything wrong. Okay? No, they want to hang the vice president? Well, Pence didn't agree with me. And so, yeah, no, go ahead. Mike, you deserve it. Okay? You deserve it. You deserve it because you didn't do you didn't stop the certification like I told you to, like I wanted to. You didn't help me steal the election. So, you know what? If they want to hang you, yeah, go ahead. I don't really care. That's Donald Trump for you, okay? He is absolutely maniacal. And then to come out and say, well, I can't believe Kamala Harris treated Mike Pence like that. What? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? It's, again, maniacal. Absolutely maniacal. The entire interview, by the way, with Mark Levin, straight trash. Total trash. Donald Trump is an overflowing orange dumpster who was being interviewed by a guy who sounds like he should be and probably is voicing a cartoon villain. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.